Favorite time of the week again, it's Ask a Rabbi Wednesday. Now, I'm going to address a question that we received in 2014, actually. This question addresses the very famous passage in Isaiah. Many Christians generally believe that it's Christological in nature. And the Jewish tradition rejects that based on just the simple reading of the text. The text in its and when I say Christological, I mean the Jewish tradition does not ascribe any Christology to it, meaning no reference to any Messiah, whether it's the Christian Messiah, which we reject, or the Jewish Messiah that we're waiting for. And of course, it's already in the Christian scripture that they translate it like this, and there are many erroneous translations of this text, but the context of the text makes it very obvious. It's talking about King Hezekiah, who was the son of King Ahaz. The question that I received was from a Ben Torah from Brooklyn. He sent it anonymously, but he said that we read in the Book of Kings, in the Book of Chronicles, that Ahaz came to the throne at a certain age, and he listed out all the things, and you can find all these things in your own scriptures. But he said it seems to be a difficulty. I mean, he wrote in a more yeshivish language, but there's a difficulty. How is this a prophecy about this future King Hezekiah, the son of Ahaz? Because when we bear out that at the time when this prophecy was being delivered, Hezekiah was already 9 or 10 years old. So what is it? So he said the only answer he could think of, this particular person, is that this was not a prophecy for the future, predicting the future, but it's words of comfort from the prophet, that God said through the prophet about this son who was already born, to say about this. And my answer to this, I received this in an email a year and a half ago, was that indeed, if you look at the scripture that we're talking about, by the way, is Isaiah 7:14. I'm sorry I didn't mention that, which says, "Behold, I have given you a sign: a young woman has conceived and has had a child." Now, it's often mistranslated that a young woman will conceive and will have a child, and Tim will be given the government. And furthermore, the word Alma is often mistranslated as virgin, which the word Basula means virgin. Alma just means a young woman. But that's not even what we're talking about. But even more than that is that this passage is not even, as this anonymous questioner proposed, is indeed true, that this is not a prophecy for the future. This is what he suggests, and he wants to verify that. And indeed, it's not at all a prophecy for the future about a child that's going to be born in the future. The text is in the past tense, and it's talking about a child who was already born, who was already 10 years old, who will be given the government, and that was King Hezekiah. Now, the only possible Christology we could attribute to that is that our sages did say that Hezekiah was close to being the Messiah in his greatness. It was only one or two mistakes that he made, that he was not worthy to be the awaited Messiah, but he was definitely an anointed king. But indeed, this person who sent me this question a year and a half ago is indeed correct, that Isaiah 7:14 is not a prophecy for the future, but a prophetic word about an event that had already taken place and explaining the significance of this event, about this great King Hezekiah, who was at the time a young boy and who would later rise to greatness and bring pride and restoration to Judea. If you enjoy our video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions that you'd like for a future video, please feel free to put in the comments. Thank you very much. God bless you.